Hey, what's going on, guys? Adrian Pear here, and today I'm coming to you live from my home here in Orlando, Florida. And if you're reading up above the title of this video, you're in for quite a treat. You're in for quite a treat because I'm going to be talking about the five things to look for in choosing the right home business company to be able to live that life of your dreams. And if you're coming in live or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and down below in the comments, let me know where it is that you're coming from. Let me know that you're here. I love giving shout outs on here. And if this is your first time watching me, seeing my live, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And drop a 1 in the comments. If you've seen me before, go ahead and drop a 2 in the comments. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it, guys. So, I think that this is something that's very important to talk about because, I'm an entrepreneur that's, in the home business industry. I love it. It's my life. It's, working for myself has been like the best thing I ever have done for myself and my family, because I look back at the days when I, was working when I was younger, dead-end jobs, to, working in sales and that kind of thing. And just, I wasn't fulfilled. And, I decided to go for it. I decided to go get involved in the home business industry. And you know what? It wasn't easy. Of course, it wasn't easy. But, I think that, the reality is that there's so many different home business companies. There's so many different niches. There's health and wellness. There's skincare. There's, you name it. There's like an overabundance of different companies, and it's great companies, right? Great companies. So, great companies, great products, great services, and how do you know what to look for? How do you know if you're in the right company? How do you know, right? Especially for someone that is first coming into the industry, or maybe it's someone that is in the industry and is just not having that success that they want, or somebody that's been in a while. And how do you know? What are some things to look for to make sure that you're in the right business and the right home business company? Because there's so many out there, and I'm sure that if you're watching this or watching the replay, you can probably relate, and some names come to mind, some of the common ones, right? And I'm going to be getting this content from a training that I actually took, that I was able to be part of with one of my mentors in my company, which is currently why should you be listening to me, why you should listen to these 5 tips, because they're coming directly from the number 42 top income earner in the world in the home business industry. That's why you should listen to me, because I'm going to be actually reading to you. I'm going to be going over the notes that he gave us to be able to share with others, on what he looks for when he's thinking about aligning himself and his name with a company, with a home business company. And my mentor was telling us that in his years and years and being he went from being somebody that was in real estate, had a real estate background, made millions in the real estate background, and he just decided to, it wasn't cutting it for him anymore. It wasn't challenging the way that he wanted to. He was looking for something new. He was looking for a way to impact more people. So someone that was making millions in the real estate industry decided to get started in the home business industry, network marketing, you name it, right? And, after all these years of learning and growing, having some success in some companies, having failures in other companies, and then being able to become a top earner and become a 7-figure earner, multiple 6-figure earner at first, then 7-figure earner, he was talking about how with all the mentors that he's had, that he was so grateful to get to a spot of, the number one thing that he learned from all those companies that he was with and all those experiences that he had is that with certain ones, he didn't really make the money or the income that he wanted to make. He didn't really make the impact that he wanted to make because there was just certain things missing, and it was more psychological than anything. There were things in his mind that just weren't clicking, and he really didn't allow himself to go all out and be fully committed in growing that thing that he was involved in, that home business that he's involved with. And who knows, maybe you're in that spot. Maybe you're someone that is in a home business right now, and you're like my mentor. You haven't given yourself permission to go all out. You haven't given yourself permission to do whatever it takes, no breaks, full throttle, and win big in your business. And this training that we were having in particular, it was for people who wanted to become top earners, people that really wanted to make the big money. But I don't want you to actually keep that in. I'm not going to mention any numbers or anything like this, because I want this to be a general video of value to you, so that you know the 5 steps. But I want to kind of prepare you for that. So we were talking about people that want to make big money and people that want to make small money, because not everybody wants to make big money, right? Not everybody wants to become a top earner, especially because of the work. It takes hard work, very hard work. It takes hard dedication and a lot of brain power, and having the mentality to actually overcome all these different obstacles that people that are in the home business industry overcome, like rejection and all that stuff. But I don't want to get into that. But the point I'm getting to is that there's 5 things that needed to be in place for my mentor to actually be able to go all out, to really take all out massive action, and know that what he was doing was fit his criteria, dependent on what his mentors and the personal experiences that he had. And that's why in this company, if you're watching this, I don't want you to think that I'm making this video to tell you to leave your company or anything like that. If you love your company, awesome, no problem, keep doing that. But I'm talking about in my particular home business that I'm in. My mentor was able to. He was already $1 million earner, right? He was already a top earner. But in the business that he's mentoring me in right now, he was able to become the number 42 top income earner in the world in the home business industry. And I think that really speaks for itself. And he really gave himself permission to go all out. And he has broken every single record in the company. He's done it faster and more massive than any other person out there, I believe, within the company. So I'm going to give you those 5 things to look for. And, maybe write this down. Write this down. Maybe, watch the replay of this. Watch it over and over. And, I hope you get value from this. So the 5 things to look for to give yourself permission and live that life of your dreams. 5 things to look for to make sure that you're in choosing the right home business company. So the first thing that you want to look for, and this is something that he really stressed upon, is the leadership. Leadership. And it goes really beyond a sponsor or really who's your upline or that kind of thing. It really goes to the leadership as far as who is the CEO. And I'm going to be looking to my right from time to time. I want to make sure I don't leave anything out of my notes. So who is the CEO of the company? What's their background? Have they done it before? Do they have the financial resources to pull it off, to pull off the vision of that business? Does your spirit align with theirs? Does your spirit align with theirs? And I think that's something very important that people should be focused on. And one of the other things that I really took away from this, and one of the biggest things that stood out to me, is that my mentor was really stressing on, how certain people, and don't take this the wrong way, but certain people get very excited, very hyped about their products, and they try to focus their entire business processes dependent just on their product. I love my product, Great. It's great that you love your product, but one thing is that my mentor mentioned is that products don't move people. So if you're really fully focused on just the product, you're doing a disservice for yourself, because products don't move people. People move people. Leadership. And, to give you an example and kind of tune in closer to the point that I'm trying to make. Remember Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs is the one that created the iPhone. It was a person behind that. People, leadership. So the leadership needs to be there. And number two, the second thing to look for in choosing the right home business company is the timing. Timing, very, 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 very important. I know a lot of people overlook this, but the timing. Is the timing right? Is the timing right for the product that you are promoting? Is it? And one of the things that my mentor mentioned was that, like all of us, like I'm sure you can relate, and I feel the same way, that there's a lot of products that you may have in your garage. There's a lot of products that you may have in your kitchen. Me, myself, I support the industry that I'm in, and I have a lot of products in my garage, in my kitchen, that are from other home business companies that are not my company, right? But like he mentioned for himself personally, is that it's okay to love it. It's okay, but it comes to a point of loving and using certain products that aren't for the company that you're in, but it's another thing to sell them. So yeah, you might be stopped on and love certain products, but you get what I'm saying? You wouldn't dare sell them because the timing is not right. Like there's a lot of companies that have been around for many, 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 many years, and you have people that are top earners, people that are making the big money, that kind of thing, and it's because they got in toward earlier in the company's time, right? Because of the timing, and keep in mind that I'm talking about the amount of money that we were talking about in this training with me and my mentor, and he's the number 42 top income earner. So I'm not going to mention any numbers, but that kind of money that we're talking about, right? That type of money that is possible in the home business industry if you commit yourself. So that's the point, And one of the points that he was talking about to kind of further support this point about the timing is that he was referring to, that, for example, try to create Facebook right now. Some people would say that timing isn't important, but try to create Facebook right now and see how that works. Or try to recreate Facebook or Uber. Try to create it right now. And if you do, you wouldn't be that successful because it's all about timing. The timing isn't there. It's been done already, right? It's been done already. So, again, if you want to get to the top of any company, you have to understand the value of timing. Timing. And if there's anyone out there that tells you that timing doesn't have to do with anything, hang up the phone and run away from them. Hang up. Run away. Because timing is everything. So you might support a certain product, you might love a certain product, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go ahead and promote it and sell it. Because the timing has to be right. And one last point on timing. 90% of the battle of you trying to grow that business, trying to get to the top levels of that company has to do with timing. 90% of the battle is that. Of course it takes hard work, it takes dedication, but the battle is in the timing. And it being the right timing for the marketplace. And I know I'm being repetitive here and I'm repeating myself, but I just want you guys to get the point of this. And number three, the third thing to look for. Products and services do matter. And I want you to pay close attention to this because products and services do matter. So there's 4 things that customers care about. 4 things. Number 1, is your product or service affordable? Is your product or service affordable? Because if it's not, then the customer won't repeat the sale. Number 2, is your product or service unique? There's a lot of products out there. There's a lot of services out there, but is it unique? If it's not unique and someone can buy it down the street or something similar to it, there's going to be no loyalty. No loyalty. Number 3, product or service has to work and deliver. Why? It has to work and deliver. Why? Because if it doesn't, then the person won't keep buying it, right? And then the 4th point, and this is very important. This hit me hard. This hit me really hard, and it's made me so glad to be aligned with, the company that I'm with. Because do you have third-party credibility that says it does work? Do you have third-party credibility that says it does work? Because what's one of the most important things when it comes to third-party credibility is that, 1, it works for the customer, and 2, that the customer can feel comfortable with actually referring that product or that service to other people. Because when it comes to the home business industry, when it comes to network marketing, it's all about duplication. It's all about referral marketing, about making a customer happy and then having them actually refer that product or service or introducing you to someone else and expanding it in their network. It's referral marketing. And that is where, the big income kind of is at. That's where the big income, because if you don't have something that people feel comfortable, if you don't have third-party credibility and people don't feel comfortable sharing it with others, then your business is not going to grow, right? And people won't make that plunge of referring it to others unless there's something there that they can show to others that's going to make them feel comfortable. It's going to, make them feel comfortable. So this is very important. And, one of the industries that's really booming right now, it's health and wellness. It's health and wellness, all these different companies. And I'm not bashing health and wellness. I love health and wellness. I use a lot of products, right? But there's a lot of pills. There's a lot of shakes and you name it, right? But you have to think about, are all these processes in place? Are all these processes in place? That is what is the biggest thing that you should be looking at. So number four, and is another reason why I highly believe and why I think that we are really, having the success that we are in my home business company, is a simple system. A simple system. A simple system that the average person can do. Because again, when it comes to the home business industry, network marketing is all about people getting plugged in and being able to share with others, that product or that service. Do you have a simple system in place? And I personally can relate to this because I've talked to a lot of people that are in the home business industry that they join different companies and they're passionate about certain products and services, and that company doesn't even have a system in place. I was talking to someone the other day and they were like, we don't have a video to send people. And I was like, you don't have a video to send people? Guys, because they didn't have a system in place. I don't even think they had a flip book, according to what this person told me, right? So it's about a system. In our system, the business I'm in, our system is all text messages, which anybody can do. Anybody can duplicate, male, female, anywhere around the world, they can duplicate, right? And that's why our team in our home business is making over $2.5 million in sales in our organization because of that simple system. And if you're in some kind of opportunity or home business, you need to think about that. Do they have a system in place? Because, for example, health and wellness. Again, health and wellness. Health and wellness is really popular. And my mentor was talking about health and wellness and how he used to be in the health and wellness industry. And one of the things that they taught him upon entering that industry was that he had to do home meetings. That he had to set up meetings, get people to the meetings. And he realized after all his experience in the home business industry that home meetings was not simple. It was not simple, and it was not a simple system to generate the kind of income that he wanted to do. It was not simple at all. Am I saying that no, you can't make money in health and wellness? I am not saying that at all. I am not saying that at all. You can make very good money in the health and wellness industry, but not the kind of money that me and my mentor were discussing in this particular talk. So I'm going to leave that blank there. I don't want to throw out any numbers, but big, massive numbers, right? And, versus a home meeting, imagine if you can have the same system that our home business company has, and being able to share a 2-minute video, being able to share a 2-minute video, a 5-minute video via text or via Facebook Messenger. That's why our business has the results that it has, because of that simple system. A lot of people get caught up in the home meetings, right? And that you have to think about how duplicatable that really is. You have to think about, yes, you might find someone that's a rock star, that might be very an extrovert, that might be great at home meetings, doing demonstrations, but what happens when you come across the person that is an introvert and is shy and scared and terrified of people? Home meetings are not going to cut it in your organization. And number 5, the 5 thing to look for in your home business, the 5 thing is a compensation plan. The compensation plan. It has to be a compensation, not to get into specifics on money and compensation plans or compensation plan training, but it has to be a system that pays. That pays, because at the end of the day, we all have to pay our bills. We all have to make a living. We all have expenses, and it has to be something that really, really pays. Not only front end, but after the first transaction is done. Residual ongoing income. That's what it's all about. So, guys, recap. So the 5 things to look for in choosing the right company and giving yourself permission to go all out. If all these things are in place, you can go all out. Don't hold back. Go all out and live the life of your dreams. Leadership, timing, products and services do matter. Remember the 4 things that all customers look for. The 4 things that they look for. A simple system. Simple. It has to be simple. It has to duplicate. Male, female, every ethnic background has to be able to do it. Everywhere. 5, compensation plan. It has to actually pay. It has to actually allow you to live your life, pay your expenses, take care of business. Those are the 5 things that you need to look for in choosing the right home business company, and allowing yourself, giving yourself permission, because maybe you might be somewhere where you've been holding back. Things aren't clicking. You're halfway in, you're halfway out, you just don't know. Maybe it's because something's missing. It could be one of these steps. But if you come across, and again, I'm not telling you to leave your company, but again, if you're in a company, or if you come across a company that has all these 5 things, then you can give yourself permission to go all out and live the life of your dreams. You can go to bat and you can make it happen, like my mentor did. He was already a 7-figure earner, and he found the current business that we're in, and he was able to not only stay a 7-figure earner, but become the number 42 top income earner in the world in the home business profession, and is ranking up very quickly because of the records that our home business is doing. That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. So guys, I don't want, and sorry for the beeps, guys. I've been getting messages all night. People getting in touch with me. But guys, in all seriousness, I hope you get value from this. I don't want to make this too long, but if you got value from this, if you like this video, if you like this content, if you want me to do more content like this, drop a flame emoji down below. Drop a flame emoji. Did you like these 5 things to look for? Did it relate to you? Did it make sense? Drop a flame emoji and let me know that you like this. And if you found value, like, comment, share. And if you didn't join me live, if you're watching the replay, shame on you. Go ahead and click on the upper right-hand corner and click subscribe so you can hang out with me when I'm here on live. You can interact with me, ask questions, whatever you like. I'm here to provide value for you guys. And guys, if you have any questions in regards to home business, if you're looking to, find a company that has all these 5 steps, and you're just not happy with where you're at, or you just need some guidance in the right direction, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to me, because I'm happy to have a conversation with you and, see if maybe we're a fit for each other, and if you're a fit for what we're doing in our team, in our company, and if not, I'll more than sure lead you in the right direction. But let me give some shout outs on here. Hey Pete, what's up? What's going on? Thank you so much for watching. Jerome, what's going on? I have to check your wall. Did you do your video today? Did you do your video? Heisam, what's up? What's going on? Maria, thank you so much for watching. Christopher, what's going on? Thumbs up, buddy. Jerome, system is great. Excellent. If you have a system that's working, Jerome, kudos to you. I'm so happy for you, brother. Robert, what's going on, my man? Robert, man, thank you for hopping on. Robert said some comments here, but awesome, Robert. So that's everybody that was on. So again, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, so you join me live. And again, if you have any questions in regards to home business, you're missing one of these steps in your business, you're looking for something that has the 5 steps, feel free to reach out to me and we can see if we're a fit for each other. So have a great day, guys, and I'll tune in with you guys later.